Well, let's see how this goes. It's the first time I've done this. Let's give this a shot. So what we got is I got to cross these babies again. I hope you can hear me good. I open up both those vents so I can get some good breathing on both ends. Because we're going to drop 3. I think we're going to drop 3. Might just drop 2 at a time. I got 3 to drop though. I got a premium down there. Premium is in the middle. I got to go over here with that, and then he's going to go over here, and then he's going to the second drop. All right, so where are we at? Oh, I wish I could go to there, but it's my quantities. It's very windy out here. I don't know if that's affecting us, but it is very windy. Got a vapor here. Let's see here. How do I want to do it? Every stop, every location is different. Every one, without exception. And see me take some pressure off of that. You need to do that or you're gonna bust yourself in your teeth like a buddy of mine did one time. It's good to go on. I kind of did that ass backwards. You really want to go down here first, and I'll tell you why. You want to go down here first and then hook up here, because what you're going to do, I'm going to check my quantities. Check, and double check. Tank 1 gets 3,500. Tank 2 gets 2,500. I got a 3,000 compartment, but I only got 2,500 in it. Open my bellies. All right. I'm gonna use this old boy right here. It's a pump hose, but I don't feel like messing with my. I can explain the pump hose. Boss man's kind of likes pump hoses. He's had some bad experience. I don't know if you can hear that pressure releasing. Got 3,500 to go over here. I actually give Mr. Cherry a little bit more than he asked for today. Double check I'm hooked up, because that would be a mess. I'm dropping. And you can't see it because the camera's way over there, but what I like to do is open the belly valves that I need, but leave the belly valves I don't need, because this is a multi-drop. Leave that belly valve right there closed, because he's going to the next drop, which is just 1,200 gallons. Actually, I live dangerously on that. All right, let's get this premium going. I see a stick in there. Got a bad flap evidently. We're going to use a little bit longer hose, but the boss man has had a couple hoses split on him during pump offs. Some of these hoses right here, these are not pressure rated, so he likes to use those big black hoses. They're heavy, they're strong as goat's breath, but they are heavy, stiff as a board. And you'll watch, you'll see. I'm going to check this one on my watch as well. I got an app called Drafts, like architectural drafts. All right, all three going, no doubt. I'll tell you a little secret. I've not seen anybody in the videos talk about this. Hope you can see this. This vapor, if not, I'll check it and go back. But this vapor, all three of these vapors are on the same, all three of these tanks on the same vapor. So you only need to vent, you only need one vapor recovery if you're going to do a vapor recovery. You should do a vapor recovery. But I'm not. But how you tell that, like if this location had diesel, there would be at least two lines here, two of these vapor lines, and one of them, because there were three tanks, would be fatter than the one for the diesel. Sometimes you go to a location, there's two or three other ones that we go to, and they've got one for each. They got a pipe for each tank, and in that case, you should vent each one of them. And sometime we'll talk about why you vent, and there is some physics involved in that, and there's some legal reasons you're supposed to do that. You don't have to do it with diesel fuel at all. Some states you do, some states you don't. So anyway, we're dropping. We're doing good right now. Get that ready. I'm going to check and see if that's in the viewfinder. Yeah. You just can't, there's only one pipe sticking straight up. But that's how you know. You got three gas tanks, you got one pipe, all three, so you don't need to do any more vapor. I check and recheck my drafts app. What I do is I sit on my couch at home, I get my dispatches in, and either that night, sometimes I go to bed before I get all of it. That night, I check, I get my dispatches, I put it in my drafts app. My iPhone and my Apple Watch both have the drafts app, and so does of course, so does the computer and my iPad if I want to use that. So the drafts app is really cool because it's just plain text. You can't screw nothing up, and it's not rich text, it's plain text. And I reference this thing over and over and over again, and just make sure that I'm getting my compartments loaded right, my product loaded right, my suppliers will have a number, making sure, because man, with us, the suppliers change. Sometimes they change 2 or 3 times. Sometimes I'll get a text and they'll say, hey, supplier's changing on your number 2 load, stuff like that. So anyway, see where we're at. That's about to finish up. Well, maybe not. pumping some air right now. Normally I'd be doing the paperwork right now, but to be honest with you, I want to focus on this, and this ain't gonna take long. I'll walk inside, I'll handle the paperwork. It only takes me about 3 minutes to do the paperwork, maybe even less than that. Okay, there's the premium. See what I'm saying? There'll be something to do all the time. Go ahead and make sure that's all out. All right. Everybody does this a little different. It's the way I do it. That's one down. What do I do with that? I try to put a dust cap down by the drop and a dust cap up top up here on the shelf, on the tray. That one will go to that. Huh. Oh, here it is. You can frustrate yourself with stuff like that pretty easy. And if you ain't careful, you get these two mixed up. I've done it. You won't realize, well, hey, this is closer to over here. It should be that valve. I've closed the valve off and then realized, oh crap, open it back up. Y'all know my philosophy on sticking. I ain't sticking till they go to bitching. When they go to bitching, I might go to sticking. All right, he's ready for the next 1,000. I really like the way this trailer is set up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over here. It's not finished draining, but what I'll do is I'll let that thing, I spend some time draining. Get my volume back going. That valve cover has got to go back on that compartment anyway. So I'll just move it over there, pull the handle one more time and get that out of that pipe. Hey, how you doing? There's some nice people around here. There's some crackheads too, but there's some really nice people. The biggest problem here, when I got here, there was a car here and a car there. And I sat out there for 2 or 3 minutes blowing the horn. Well, I only blew the horn a couple times. I saw him wave at me and it's like, got to start moving his feet, get out there and get it done. Okay, he's done. I can get him up while that one does. That takes 3 minutes and 40 seconds right there. Trying to drop that out. I'll tell you what I do. Like if I'm going to another site for this guy and I'm tired of waiting for this thing to drain out, I'll take it with me. No doubt. But that got it all. All right, I'm gonna go ahead because we got that one going down there. like gas through a funnel. You want to catch that with your boot. It makes for a dirty, dirty boot, but you don't want your stuff hitting the. This is very malleable. You don't want your stuff hitting the concrete, because it will over time, and it might warp it right out the gate. But usually over time, I can tell when I pull somebody's trailer, I can tell who takes care of the hoses and who don't. You know, pick him up, a little bit aggravating. I've got a full tray. Full tray, full tray. It's a little more full than I like, but I have had to use everything I've got. Man, that get up right there I did with the brackets. Those brackets, that is glorious. He's done. All right, he's done. I see I got a full glass over here, but it's just what's in that tube. That drains. While that drains, I'll put this on. It's already gone. Already gone. Just like that. Saved myself 20, 30 seconds. All these little 20, 30 seconds on a day where you got 3 or 4 gas loads, maybe 2 loads with 2 drops each or something like that. 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there. Next thing you know, you're up to 5 minutes, 15 minutes. It adds up. Ooh, I took that off backwards. There we go. Oh, he's so heavy. All right. Stick a fork in me. Not bad for old 51-year-old geezer. And Cappy Vapor. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. That's all, folks. Hey, I won't go through this whole deal here. We just got one compartment, E10, but I will show you this witchcraft as soon as that truck goes by where I'm talking. There it goes. All right, what have we got here? We got a Vapor. We got an E10. That's a white cap. That's a Vapor and a red cap. A premium. What is that right there? Somebody has made a mistake. Somebody made a mistake by painting it white. Somebody made a mistake and made them put down conventional as a marker. So that's 2 mistakes. Anyway, I will also add this. Number 1, you'll notice you can't see it. I can't even notice what I'm telling you about right now. You have to literally put this beside of a regular size fitting drop head, but That thing is actually 3 inches at the bottom, whereas the other ones are 4 inches. And when you pull that thing off, you'll see it. It's 3 inches, not this big. It just looks different too. But I remember kind of a stupid thing, but I remember first gas job I had, Wayne Oil Company. John Jr. walked in with 4 of them because we picked up this account, the same account. Now Wayne Oil's out of business. They sold out. And one day I'll go through all that. But anyway, he had 3 of those because we had to have them for this, because there's 3 of his stores that are like this, and you don't have to have it. You could use a stinger, and a stinger, see, that's a stinger, this thing right here. And I mean, it's just a pipe, man. And they're supposed to be illegal to use, I think, but sometimes they get you out of a bind. This thing's about to finish up, but you'll also notice I use a very short hose when I can. You always use a short hose. What's the saying? The shorter the hose, the quicker the flow. I don't know. It rhymes better than that, but I mean, the shorter the hose, the quicker the drop. I mean, it's a significant difference, especially when you get out to like 20 and 30 feet compared to this. I mean, it's a tremendous difference. And but this ought to be finishing up anytime here. So, all right, catch you guys later.